Om Namaste Yatirajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satchitsukha Swarupaya Swamine Tapaharine. According to Swamiji, the religion is a universal phenomenon. No man can live without a religion. You can have a bad religion or a good religion, but you must have a religion. So Swami Vivekananda used to consider religion as a universal aspect of humanity. Wherever man is there should be religion. So he also took up the case of religion. What is real religion? Is it Christianity, or is it Buddhism, or is it Hinduism, or Islam, or what? He said, behind all this, below all this religion, there is a unity. That is, religion is realization. What is realization? Realization is that we are divine and everyone is divine. And divine alone is there in this whole universe. This was Swami Vivekananda's great revelation, which has been revealed in our Vedas. All the rishis from Vedic tradition, they have all experienced this. God alone is. God alone has become this whole universe. You, me, everyone, we are in God. God is in us. So the whole universe is God alone. Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. Everything that you see is Brahman alone, is God alone. So he was explaining to you very beautifully. Now I don't go into that religion and explanation of religion. I am remembering what is happening from morning here. We have started the day at 4:45 in the morning. Even before the shrine opens, so people are singing the Suprabhatam for Sri Ramakrishna. And then when the Suprabhatam is going on, the door opens. And Sri Ramakrishna is sitting there with all his glory. You must have noticed there in the decoration today, whether any one of you studied the details, behind Sri Ramakrishna is surrounded by a lot of flowers, as if he is sitting in a Lakshneshwar garden full of Rasmani's flowers. But above and behind Sri Ramakrishna, there you will see there are 7 bundles of flowers, 7 bouquets of flowers, including the center one. 3 on this side, 3 on this side, and in the center there is a big bouquet. That is the Saptarshi Mandala. The 7 rishis, and the center one, there is Swami Vivekananda. So from that time onwards, we have been remembering Vivekananda. So immediately after that one, we sang the Suprabhatam, then the Stotras, then Vivekananda songs, then we went round the temple. So we sang about Thakur Mother Swamiji. Then afterwards, one single song, one girl sang a beautiful song for about 45 minutes. Immediately after that, I followed 1 hour of singing. And then afterwards, our boys from students' home came. Before that one, our Brahmachari and our youth forum, they chanted some Shivanama. Then afterwards, the students' home students came. They sang for more than 1 hour. Beautiful songs up to 10:30. Then the home was started. Then home was over, and then afterwards the arati was there. Afterwards prasadam was there. Immediately by the prasadam was over by 1 o'clock. The picture on Sri Swami Vivekananda started. So 2 hours it went on up to 3 o'clock. By the time that finished, then here there was the Brihadhvani program. Brihadhvani is a music school. They brought all their musical students, small children, middle children, a little grown-up children. Each one gave beautiful songs on God, all classical tunes, in such nice tunes and in nice way expressed. So the whole day we are as it were, floating on the cloud of bhakti, cloud of God's remembrance. So I just told them, in the end they wanted me to greet these children. Then I told them, you see, some time back, a week back or 10 days back, there was a heading in the newspaper, Thiruvayar in Chennai. They took some of the musicians there to some big arangam. There they made them all sing, some 200 or 300 of them. Thiruvayar, more than 1,000 Vidwans go there. Here 300 people they assembled there. They said, Thiruvayar in Chennai. Then I told them, these children, if Thiruvayar in Chennai can be there, today on this Mede where Thakur Mother Swamiji is sitting, where these pure children have sung with such devotion and such purity in their heart, this has become Dakshineshwar in Chennai, I told. That was what Sri Ramakrishna was. Wherever he was, only this music would go on, singing of the glories of God would go on, discussion on God would go on, and he would just merge into Samadhi, bringing God into this room. Everybody would see directly God through him. So this has been happening from morning till night. This is the great gift of Swami Vivekananda's birthday. Year after year, in thousands and thousands of ashramas, not only our affiliated ashramas, thousands of ashramas, everywhere, this wave of devotion, wave of spirituality goes. Sri Rajagopalachari said about Swami Vivekananda, Swami Vivekananda saved Hinduism and saved India. But for him, we would have lost our Hinduism, we would not have gained our freedom. And without freedom, what would you have been today? Nothing. We would have been like an African state quarreling with one another, which we were doing 1,000 years back. So Sri Rajagopalachari said, whatever we are today, even politically, socially, and of course spiritually, we owe to Swami Vivekananda. We must be grateful to him. We must struggle hard to keep all the best that he has given to us. So this Swami Vivekananda, what did he do to us? What Chakravarti Rajagopalachari said, that we owe everything to Swami Vivekananda. In the time of Vivekananda, the great Vedantic religion about which Abhiramananda was telling, how grand it is. We accept everybody, we accept every person as a manifestation of the divine. Such a grand religion of Vedanta, which preached the goal of humanity is to realize the divinity that is already in us. We are divine. We should know this. It is for that, we have been given this human birth. The goal of human life is not money making, is not the worldly pleasure, the sensual pleasure, or name or fame, but it is to know the divinity, that we are divine, everybody is divine, God is with us, we are with God, always. Even as I speak, God is with me. Even as you listen, God is with you. We are in God, we are on the lap of God. We are inseparable from God. Even as a wave cannot be separated from the sea. So this realization must come to us. Swami Vivekananda said, this is true religion. And this Vedanta, which preached that goal of life is to realize our divinity and the divinity of everyone. And also it preached that this divinity can be achieved through different paths. It is not that everybody must go through a single path. As Abhiramananda said, Swami Vivekananda asserted that all the 4 yogas can be practiced. Somebody may practice Jnana Yoga, somebody Karma Yoga, somebody Raja Yoga, somebody Bhakti Yoga. All will go and reach God. You don't have to quarrel. So when all the 4 yogas can be used, and Swami Vivekananda went one step further. He said these 4 yogas can be combined in different proportions. So half of Karma Yoga and 1/4 of the other. So we had one full yoga with all the 4 yogas combination. Thousands and thousands of religions may be there. Each man may have a separate religion and he can reach God. This is the harmony of religions that Vedanta taught, which Sri Ramakrishna realized and taught Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda took this great Vedanta to the Parliament of Religions in 1893 And third one he said, the greatest religion that every human being should practice, can practice, is to serve God in man. Serve man. Man is there like your father, your mother, your children, your grandchildren, your society, your country, your world, the whole universe. All are human beings or other beings, who are the temples of God. Serve them is the greatest spiritual sadhana we can do, the spiritual practice we can do. This is another great aspect of Vedanta. Swami Vivekananda preached there. He preached that God is there in every one of us. And the goal of life is to realize this divinity that is within us. And this God is in everyone, to serve everyone in every way. He has told you already, we can serve in 4 ways. We can give physical health, we can give mental health, we can give educational health, we can give spiritual help also. So every type of help that we do is not a simple help. It is the worship of God in man. This was what Swamiji said. It is Shivajnane Jiva Seva. So to serve the Jivas, knowing that God is there in the Jiva. So whenever I do anything to God, it becomes worship. Swami Vivekananda showed us how to convert our work into worship. So all our work can become worship, and all of us can realize God in the easiest way. Swami Vivekananda taught this path of serving God in man. One of the greatest Vedantists in our mission, Swami Turiyanandaji, told about it. This path that Swamiji has shown, that you serve every human being, thinking that whatever help you do, is the worship of God. Every help we do to a human being, think that you are serving God inside that human being, it becomes a worship. This path will take you to the highest realization, that is self-realization. And Swami Turiyananda said, what Swami Vivekananda had said is perfectly correct. If you can do that type of karma yoga for 3 days, you will realize God. You will realize Atman. Here was Turiyanandaji, was known as the perfect yogi, described in Bhagavad Gita. He said what Swamiji has said is perfectly right. If you follow his path, every one of us can realize God. Such a grand religion of Vedanta had been, for political reasons, dubbed as false religion, a religion of idolatry, religion of superstitions, etc. And this false propaganda had been taken to all the other countries also by the preachers. You see, preachers must have better job to do than this, to calumnize, to just bring down some other nation's name, good name, going and spreading lies against them. This they have been done for hundreds of years. When Swami Vivekananda went to America, all false things have been foisted on the people of America. We are here as one of the most cultured nation in the world, and Americans did not know at all. Because all the other preachers that have gone there from here, they have given them false ideas about religion. Then Swami Vivekananda, when he went and stood before 7,000 most enlightened audience of the world in the Parliament of Religions in 1893, the first thing he did was, he disabused this nation, that American nation, from this fault of thinking that India was an uncivilized country. He placed before them the true message of Vedanta. The result was, when his lecture was finished, people hailed him as the greatest representative to the Parliament of Religion. They put his photograph in all the corners, in all the squares of Chicago. And all the dignified people took off their hats and saluted that picture. That picture is a famous picture, Swami Vivekananda in his Chicago pose. And across his body is printed, the Hindu monk of India. That is an American print, not Indian print. It is Americans who have printed Hindu monk of India. And that was his life-size pictures were posted in the square, and people would take off their hats. So, such glory he got. And that glory, because he placed the truth of Vedanta, the glory of our religion before those people. And not only they called him the greatest, some most wisest people, they said, it is his people that should send preachers to us. We should not send to their country. They started telling like that. Then the reverse course started. It is from that day India has started conquering the West through her spirituality. Swamiji's one of his great statements was, great desire was, India must conquer the world, not through the army, but through her spirituality. And he had faith that India will conquer the world. Who will give the message of spirituality to the world? The message of harmony of religion, message of divinity of man, message of equality of all races and religions. Who will give this? Who will live and show them the example? Only India can do it, because we have got a culture of Vedanta of 5,000 years. Swamiji always used to say. So he cleared the misconception of this heathen going to hell. There in America they all said that all Hindus, they're all non-Christians, they don't believe in the precept and practice of Christ, they are all heathens. Heathens means all that are not Christian, they are heathens. And heathens will go to hell. This is their conclusion. Swamiji was traveling in a train in America. One cowboy came and sat by his side. Cowboys are the worst rustic fellows. They have no culture at all. This fellow comes and looks at Swamiji and is different color and different dress. Who are you? He asked. I am an Indian. Indian? Where is India? He said, there is a place like that in the globe. So I come from there. That means you are a heathen, he said. Maybe, Swamiji said. Then you will go to hell. Then Swamiji stood erect and then said, I will not go to hell, you may go to hell. Then he said, how? I am a Christian. Oh, you may be a Christian, but in hell always fires are burning. It is too hot a place. We are already in the hot place, we don't like that. You are all in cold place, all of you will be taken there. Swamiji had his courage to tell the truth in the way they would understand. And then they would tell all the heathen mothers, they would throw their children to crocodiles. Swamiji was asked in a meeting, sir, so do the Indian women throw their children to the crocodiles? Yes, madam, it is true. My mother also threw me into the river to the crocodile. But crocodile could not bite me, I was too strong a person. That is why I am before you. She was so ashamed. So she hid her face. Then he did not leave her. He told the other audience, you see, she is hiding her face in shame for asking a question like that. If I were in her place also, I would have also hid my face in shame, he said. Again he reiterated. He was a lion among men. That is how he used all his intelligence, his courage, to disabuse the mispropaganda and misideas that had been spread in the West against our country. So India started awakening to a spiritual greatness, that she had a great culture of thousands of years behind her, which no other country in the world has. No other country till today can boast of any culture more than 2,000 years. We have got a culture of perhaps 10,000 years, continuous culture. Others are having only for name. If you say Rome, it is Italy, today's Italy is the old Rome. Nothing like Rome is there. Everything is gone. No Roman culture there. In India, if you come and see, if you go to Kapaleshwar temple or you go to any little small Ganapati temple, they will say Sahana Bhavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavai. The very tone was used 5,000 years ago by our Rigveda and Yajurveda rishis. 5,000 years of continuity. Swamiji said, what is the secret? Swamiji asked the Indians here. Secret is, our culture is spiritual culture. Foundation is spiritual. We believe that we are children of God. Therefore we never die. Whereas those fellows, they think they are bodies. So they die and disappear once and for all. Our culture is a spiritual culture. Swamiji gave this pride in our spiritual culture. From that day, India started thinking that she has got something very great which world does not have. World needs it. Swamiji emphatically said in India, West is a decadent culture now. She is sitting on a volcano. It will crumble if they do not take spiritual ideas from India. So India has to now give spiritual ideas. Time has come. Every one of you must become a rishi and carry this spiritual tide, spiritual message to the West and save it. Swamiji's message simply awakened the Indians, gave a self-pride, gave a world vision to this Indian nation. It is at that time, 1897, he was telling, India will be free in another 50 years. It will come in a mysterious way. 50 years before, I am seeing India has become great. Mother is there sitting on her throne, greater than ever she was in the past. No power on earth can drive her back. He's talking like that, like a prophet. It is that vision that India is already great. It is that hastened the independence movement. What could not have been achieved in 200 years, we could achieve in 50 years. Only tragedy is, we forgot Vivekananda after we got the independence. Another 50 years have gone. We never have progressed at all. That is all where political independence came. We did not go for social independence, the educational independence, then the economic independence. We never went further at all. We are rotting. The only thing that we have to remember on days like this is, we have a long way to go. We have got the path chalked out by Vivekananda. We have to now go farther and reach our economic goals, our social goals, and our spiritual goals. We have to proceed on the path Swami Vivekananda has shown. So, Swami Vivekananda told us how to practice this spirituality now in this modern context. He did not ask you to go to Krishna's temple or Shiva's temple, about which Abhiramananda was telling. So we have Shiva Loka is there, Vishnu Loka is there, Shakti Loka is there. So all that may be there. But what Swami Vivekananda wanted us to do, to be spiritual, to practice spirituality and carry this message of spirituality to save others in the other Western countries, is be strong, he said. Be strong, be truthful, be pure. Believe you are divine Atman and you are part and parcel of Paramatma, God. That others also are divine and serve others to the best of your ability. This is all Swami Vivekananda asked us to do. Let us be strong. Strong in every way. Physically be strong. Mentally be strong. And spiritually also you can be strong. And believe you are divine Atman. That is the spiritual strength. That will give us all the other strength also. Mental strength also it will come. It will give physical strength also it will give. And then be truthful, be pure. This is all the ethics he gives us. He does not give us a moral lecture. He does not say you must sit like that, you must get up early in the morning, you must take bath only in cold water, not hot water, Maragari Masam, so you must take bath and then only take breakfast, or after breakfast you should not take bath. He does not go to any detail. Adjust to your own health, physical health, whatever is good for you, whatever makes you strong. But he said, be truthful, be pure, and you will be strong. The real strength is the truthfulness. Real strength is keeping our body and mind pure. Have pure thoughts, have noble thoughts. Let all of us think that we are all related through God as brothers and sisters, as fathers and mothers. We are a divine family. Let this purity come into our heart, purity come into our eyes. Then tremendous power will come, tremendous concentration will come. We can achieve everything. So Swamiji said, be strong, be truthful, be pure. Believe you are divine Atman. Never believe that we are this body, and if something has happened to the body, going on weeping all the life. Let the body will be like that. Suppose something has happened to you, why should you weep? If you weep also, the life will go. If you laugh also, the life will go. Why not to laugh and then spend the life away? Many people ask me, Swamiji, you are so old, 80 years old, you are just smiling and then making fun. I said, do you think that I should be weeping? If I weep also, 80 years would have gone. I have smiled and then laughed and then spent 80 years, another 20 years also I will spend, if 20 years are given. May not be given, and I don't also wish that such long years to be given. The thing is, Swamiji said, purity and truthfulness is the only ethics that we want today. You see all the satyam and all sorts of scams. What does it mean? Truthfulness is not there. Purity is not there. So much of violence, so much of atrocities against women, atrocities against children, atrocities against the weak and the illiterate. What does all that mean? Impurity in the mind and untruthfulness in our speech and in our action. Swamiji at that time he said, and his voice is ringing even today. What we want in our society to reform it is not all the big doctorate degrees or IIT engineering degrees, or our people going and getting dollars and billions. We don't want that. That will not make you better. What will make us better? Let us learn to be truthful. Let us learn to be pure. We will not become 100% truthful like Harishchandra in one day. No, Rome was not built in a day, as they say in English. Let us start doing. If you are telling 100 lies, tell 99 lies. One you reduce. You are better. We are progressing. Doesn't matter. Afterwards 98, then 80, then 70, 60. More you give up, better you are. That itself is enough. 80% marks if people get, 20 they did not get. But they are called as very highly placed first class candidates. So we give them all respect. So if I tell 80 lies in place of 100, so I am a much better person than the person who is telling 100 lies. What I am telling is, what Vivekananda, if you are here today, he would never say, oh, you are all gone. No one is gone. Everybody can rise up. Start doing it and you will be able to do. Why? Because inside you is this divine Atman. Atman can achieve everything. Therefore, start telling to yourself, I will be truthful. Start telling, I will have noble thoughts. I will have pure thoughts. Start telling, I will be strong. Physically strong and mentally strong. Start telling to yourself, and this Atman will achieve everything for you. You will become strong, you will become truthful, you will become pure, and you will feel that you are the divine Atman. God is there behind you. A person who feels that he is divine and God is with him, he has no hopelessness in his life. Most of our tragedies that I read in the paper, Swamiji, whenever he used to read tragical incidents in the newspaper, he would weep. Today we also weep. You see, Swamiji has given this message that we are all divine. God is with us. God has infinite power with him, and we are part and parcel of it. So we are conduits, we are the pipes, and he is the big tank, and water is flowing through us. Any amount of water you take out, it is not the small tap that counts. I may look like a small tap, but any amount of gallons you can draw out from here, there is water, because that water tank is there behind. God is behind us. So all infinite power is there behind us. If this one idea, all our young people can keep in their mind and keep it in their heart, no one would have any weaknesses in them. No one would try to kill himself or kill others. There will be no violence to oneself or to in society if this great idea that we are divine should come to us. So this will bring us moksha for ourselves and development for others. Swamiji always said, have a double ideal before your life. You must perfect yourself and attain your divinehood, divine Atman. You must have realization that you are the divine Atman. Simultaneously, when you are struggling for this one, you must do something good, something helpful to society also. Atmano mokshartham, for one's own enlightenment, spiritual upliftment. We must struggle. How do we struggle? We will pray morning and evening. We try to remember that we are children of God. We call on God. You are my Father. I am your child. You give me light. You give me spirituality. You give me physical power. You give me purity. You give me truthfulness. We pray. This is our prayer. Not going to and then breaking coconuts or putting some rotten fruits before God. We have given. That is not the real thing wanted. divinity that is inside me, reveal my divinity to me. So Swamiji would ask us to do this. This is all that we have to do according to Swamiji, and all his blessings would be with us. Swamiji called this as Atmano Mokshartham Jagadhitaya cha. When we neglect the Jagadhitaya, when we do not do anything good to the society, caring only for ourselves, what happens is the society gets divided. A few rich people will be there and their henchmen will be there. Those people will be moving about, all people will be jealous of them, and then imitating them, a few of them from the common people, they will also try to rise. There is a second group, fourth group, fifth group, whole society will be divided into different groups. When we neglect both these things, we also don't do anything for our spiritual upliftment. We don't do good to the world also. We become brutes. We become animals. Whole civilization may get lost. Therefore, Swami Vivekananda gave this message. He is the prophet of redemption. His message of 9/11/1893, we did not heed. That is why we got this 9/11 of 2001. In 1893, September 11, he spoke, let there be no violence, either through pen or sword. Let there be no difference between races and religions. Let us all be like brothers. Let us all be like sisters. So he pleaded for a human brotherhood, human sisterhood, an understanding between religions, so that humanity can live in peace. We never heeded. Each one went in his own way, in the industrial development or in dollar development or in pounds, bullion development. With the result, human character was left to its own. A tremendous fanaticism came in religion. So now it was the worst fanaticism that created this 2001 9/11. Now they find out, how did this fanaticism come in the religion? So now they are researching, and one of the researchers in America, they have found out there is a form of Islam which is very good to humanity, and that is the type of religion, the type of Islam that Sri Ramakrishna practiced. Sufi religion of Islam, it always advocates love of God. God is the lover of humanity, and humanity should think of God as their own lover and beloved. So this is Sufism, and Americans have now realized we want Islam, but we want Islam of Sufi group or Sufi philosophy. That was the philosophy practiced by Sri Ramakrishna, and that was the philosophy that Sri Swami Vivekananda advocated. So the world has to come back to India, whether it is Sufism, whether it is other reformed Christianity or reformed Buddhism, for everything spiritual, everything social, everything economic also. Economic also India has to come. India, they are telling, we will not be accepted by all this retrogression or depression elsewhere. We have got a different type of economy. I hope they are right. If they are right, we will be able to show to the world that we have got a better thing. Even in economics, you come to us. India will be great because Swamiji has blessed us that we shall be great. And his blessing is there behind us. Only we cannot just hear his blessings and then sleep over it. Let us start doing something. One person was praying to God. I will close with this small story. He was praying to God. He was staying very near a race course. Every day races would start in the morning. So many races, so many people are winning thousands and thousands of rupees in every race. So this fellow was almost like a beggar. He was praying to God, oh God, I am a beggar. Why don't you give me so many people are winning. Why don't you give me at least in one race? Let me get a few lakhs of rupees. First day he prayed and he wept and then he said, God has listened, but nothing happened. No race gave him any money. So second day also. Third day he became very angry. What is this? In 3 days I am trying for you. Can you not give me a few lakhs of rupees when so many people are swindling away money from this race course? Then God said, at least purchase the ticket for some horse. then only you can expect something. This fellow, without even purchase ticket, he is praying. So let us not be like that. Let us do something. Swamiji's blessing is there. Certainly India will be great. He will give us all strength. But let us also start doing something. He will achieve great things through us. Because He is an infinite power. That infinite power, when it is behind us, each one of us will feel that power. We shall be able to achieve something great for our own spiritual enlightenment and for the welfare of society. May Swami Vivekananda, Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother bless us all so that we can walk in their path, so that we can spiritually advance ourselves, personally advance ourselves in our life, and contribute also something to this great society which Swami Vivekananda used to call as the children of rishis. There is nobody in this country who is downtrodden or who is a Dalit. Everybody is a child of a rishi, he used to say. This was Swami Vivekananda's view of our society. May we also have this view of society. There is no Dalit, there is no Harijan, there is no lower or upper people. Everybody, they are all children of rishis, children of God, parts of God. May we carry this enlightenment with us. May we work with these noble ideas in our heart. May Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother Swamiji bless us all. Niranjanam nityamanantarupam bhaktanukampadhrita vigraham vai Ishavataram parameshamidhyam tam Ramakrishnam shirasa namamaha.